used so far in the tournament, and they've been really, really useful. So I think it'll be a pretty good show here.
Yeah, and we're just should be a few minutes from getting started here. Boat runner should be ready shortly, and we'll be on our way. And on tracker tonight we have the always known Wout. Nope, and chat, the fighter is forced for this match.
Forced fighter, but I'm kind of leaning towards the Black Mage being the better pick in this situation, with all the extra damage he's going to be dealing.
Well, with that first level Black, and White having harm 4, life 2, harm 4, and White. Looks like quicklit is re-rolling in order to take full advantage of these spells.
Well, I gotta take back what I said. It looks like that White Mage is gonna prove to be very useful for Highspirits.
Yeah, and quicklit is re-rolling to give himself 1, so... And, ooh, that's some expensive real estate, so right off the start it's going to be hard for them to put their counter manipulation in place.
Well, you know, it does cost a lot of money to pop up those houses out of thin air. After all, I'm sure what they're carrying is probably about an inch by an inch.
Highspirits making his dash for TOF now. We'll get our first look at Garland or the chests. Looks like quicklet's doing some quick shopping, preparing his guys.
And we got a little bit of gil.
Some chump change in the chest. Made quick work of those bones with the harm 4. The undead are in danger with this feed.
And a pro cape already.
That's gonna be good for early defense. Harm 4 already putting time in here, making some short work of these fights. Oh, and the bones with some lizard. It's cold in that place. Did the creep just kill him on damage, or have death touch?
I didn't quite see it.
Quicklit experiencing the blizzard.
Yep, and just like that, Highspirits is back to his old levels.
Yeah, and noping at it going to get the pro cape.
And quick work of Garland.
Yeah, he'll come back for the pro cape. And the king gives us the cube. And row, row, row your boat.
Starting out with that canoe, so many possibilities.
Quicklit finding the pro cape and the silver. It's like Highspirits buying a couple of weapons to help his characters out down the road. While Quicklit is about to quad-X Garland into obliteration. Question in chat, Ruby. The cube. The cube is used to get to the Sky Tower from the Mirage Tower. Another question on solo. What kind of things get randomized? Key items, enemy spells, enemy formations. So you could have an imp with crack. Which I've seen, not a good thing.
Well, here's hoping both our runners don't run into anything too hairy on their trip to wherever they're going on the world map, since houses are so expensive, and neither runner can currently afford one.
Yeah, Highspirits is trying to make it to the dwarf cave, and the Roos can poison.
And Highspirits Fighter goes down, along with his red mage. Both of red mages.
Well, folks,
and that's a wipe.
Welcome to Randomizer.
And we got a quick reset from quicklit.
Highspirits might make it this time. Oh, stopped at the gates, but first strike, so we'll get away from this. But will he get away from this?
And Pro Ring and Wizard Staff have been found.
That's some good protection to Pro Ring.
Yes, but Highspirits did not take out the Pro Ring from Temple of Fiends.
Nope, he missed the Pro Cape, so he's only got a Pro Ring, while Quicklit's got both. Highspirits now traversing towards Elfland, using the canoe steps to avoid encounters. Very smart movement. The two starting on his Mr. McGrew were the canoe and the cube. Highspirits selling that wizard staff to make some quick cash to buy spells. We have Ice 2, Fire 2, Fire, and Blind. Max plus Pi. Bones have Blizzard, which could be bad in the Ice Cave.
And our Rururoos have Poison Touch.
It looks like we have Harm 2, Heal 2, Cure 3, and Harm in the White Magic Shop. So some good sweeper spells off the start. That's a lot of Poisano.
That's expensive armor that Highspirits was looking at there.
Oh, there's some cheap real estate. Pitch a tent. But Highspirits got lots of cash, so...
Oof, and Quicklit only down to his fighter now.
Ooh, a Brack, Lit 2, Ice 3, and Quake. We'll see some Brat strats later on in the game. There's Exit, Invis, Expert, and Anti-Ice. Quicklit hanging on by a thread.
Have to say, so far the red mage is paying off for Highspirits.
Oh, and the Grey Wimps have Squint. Oh, that's a bad wipe for Quicklit. Meanwhile, Highspirits is trying to make his way towards Crescent Lake. I agree, Sardia. Very ouch. Ooh, ambushed by scorpions and cobras. Never a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, who would want to carry around 99 full-size tents, Great Serenko?
And the vendor item we have found in Crescent Lake is the tail, available for roughly around 10k.
Ooh, and that's a nuke there.
Nuke at level 6. Well, Quicklit will be able to take advantage of that with the Black Mage for sure.
And Highspirits gets the floater really early on.
Looks like we're going zooming, folks.
Yes, Weasel. The tail is used to upgrade to the different classes.
So it looks like we give Highspirits the early advantage here. as Quicklit once again tries to make his way towards Elfland. I have a feeling Highspirits will stop at the pirates right away.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping that we have a forced marsh cave for this seed. It would be so enjoyable to see after we have not seen it for the last several races.
Well, you're not gonna see it for this one either.
Never count it out.
Well, they have their floater, their canoe. No reason to go to Marsh Cave.
We still do not have the loot, so...
Yeah, but that's gonna be an incentivized location, right?
Ah, yes it is.
The only way that would have had to dive Marsh is if the floater would not have been around. As Quicklit looks at the credits for the second time.
And Highspirits making short work of the pirates.
And we'll see if Bicky downgraded. Well, we know he did. Well, no, maybe he's even. Even money? Oh,
and
he's got
pirates
the loot.
give him loot.
Future site, Marsh Cave. That's a place you don't go. Looks like Quicklit is still making his way towards Elfland.
Marsh Cave is the true final dungeon of Final Fantasy I.
Quicklit is now looking at level 3 and 4 spells. He does have some cash. So.
Ooh, that's a level 2 warp.
And fast. When lit 3. Wow, Black's loaded. All 4 of those spells are very good. It'd be a tough decision to pick 3.
And Highspirit's gonna pay a little bit of a visit to the giant.
The only time you'd probably want to go to Marsh Cave Max is if you don't, Future Sight is if you don't have the TNT, say, or the ship, and you're kind of stuck in the middle area. Those things could be in the Marsh Cave. Looks, did I visit Sardia and I missed it, or?
I believe he did.
Oh, you must have got the chest in the Titan's Cave first.
Yeah, there's nothing in the Titan's Cave at all.
Quicklet's making his way towards Crescent Lake, where he will be very happy to find his floater as well.
And Highspirit's getting the slab.
And Life 2 is going to get some mileage in this seed, folks. See what Highspirits decides to do. He looks like he's going to check out level 5 and translate his slab.
And we have the Lesser Life spell at level 5.
Not too much good in level 5. I don't think you'll see them buying anything from there. Maybe rub in a pinch, but cheap pro rings in Melman for 3K.
And Highspirits translating that slab.
So Highspirits knows where he can get cheap pro rings now, so if he doesn't find any along his trek, well, he'll be all set.
Let's see if Highspirits goes to return the slab.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna dip the armory in Volcano, I think. Be a good place to get some levels and maybe get some gear. Or he's gonna just do a grind outside Crescent Lake.
There's the EXPs.
And they get the drop on him. And Quicklit has made Crescent Lake and discovers that the tail is for sale. And Highspirits making short work of that XP fight, which is great experience. Quicklit is about to get his floater and probably be happy. Trolls always hit hard, no matter what siege you're in. Looks like Quicklet's gonna do a bit of a grind first, too.
Can't blame him, he's already here, so may as well get the experience.
Yeah, he hasn't been to the Pirates yet, so he doesn't have any really good sweeper spells, but Quad X is gonna take care of the P's. They must have rolled under 300 HP. Ooh, some low-lit 3 rolls there but you know, RRR's picking up some slack.
And Quicklit's going, and he now has his airship.
He's gonna visit Vicky, get his item. Meanwhile, Highspirits is already level 8, so we'll see if he continues to grind or if he's gonna decide to move on. Buying some of that expensive real estate.
But not enough for the tail. And Quicklit seeing the Warp, Lit 3, and Fast all at level 2.
Yeah, the tail's not really something you worry about right away. You can come back and get that when you have the cash. Ooh, Highspirits spent a little too much, can't afford the inn.
In a seed like this, though, where all the spells are fairly low levels, that are useful at least, we may see one of the runners not even bother trying to purchase the tail.
I would almost say that would depend on what kind of armor and weapons they find. If you don't find them Asmoon, then I'd probably think about it. But I mean, with a tail for sale, 13k, routed into your Cardia Islands, ordeals, you're pretty well. There'd be no reason not to in this seed. Looks like Highspirits is gonna go to ordeals, speaking of which. Meanwhile, Quicklet's gonna check out Sardia. Fast was level 2 Demarine, along with Lit 3, and there was another good spell.
Fast was over in Provoca Demarine.
Black level 2 magic was completely stacked, with everything you'd want.
And I believe we had a level 2 Life 2 as well.
Now we'll see how Highspirits handles these pillars, but I mean, having Warp at level 2, you know, if you make a wrong mistake at a pillar, just cast Warp and it brings you back, so this pillar maze shouldn't give either runner too much of an issue.
And Quicklit makes a quick detour back to Elf.
Selling that wizard sword for some money, so he can buy some life. So he can buy some provisions and some spells. Ooh, Medusa shooting out fire.
But one cast of Lit 3 destroys them all.
Looks like Quicklit is actually going to purchase his tail. probably go for... He'll probably route that into his Cardia Islands check, and then he'll have his class change, find something good, bam. Mummy's with Scorch. You think that would kind of, you know, light their bandages on fire, but... Yes, unrelated pants. The second you have warp or fade, warp or exit, you never walk out of a place.
And quicklit checking Cardia Isles and not finding much.
Quicklit quad X and some wings there, so he must have been hungry on his trip. Gargoyles with a little poison touch, and I agree with Sar, he's actually routing this very nice at the moment. Meanwhile, Quicklit's going to get his promotions. While Highspirits easily makes it through the pillars and is on to see what the incentive item is. Looks like a nightmare was a nightmare for Highspirits there a minute ago.
And it's the bridge, which is completely useless in this seed. And meanwhile, Quicklit getting the class change.
Highspirits finding some ice armor. That's quite a nice pickup for early game. Even late game, if you're in a pinch, you can't find anything better.
And there's the crown.
Yeah, it looks like they got a lot more chests to check now. If they decide to do it. Ooh, zombie dragons take double teaming on the white wizard.
Meanwhile, we got a black shirt on Quicklit's side.
Ooh, and with the class change, he can use that right away. Not only is that good absorb and protection from some spells, it also casts Ice 3. Meanwhile, Highspirits is out of ordeals and is heading back. Some man clothes in the desert, but I'm sure he'll get away. And we'll see if Highspirits decides to do the crown quest right away, or will he try the volcano maybe, or even the ice cave.
Looks like he's gearing up to start that crown quest.
Yeah, I don't know. Gonna get our first look at Astos here. Probably won't be a very long look, people, so.
Hi, Astos. Hi, Astos.
Quicklit making his way to ordeals for his incentivized item. And we got Temper at level 7, so there'll probably be no Temper in this seed, at least for Highspirits. So he'll probably be looking for the power, he'll be relying on the power bonk if he can find that.
And we got a TNT sighting on Highspirits' side.
I think Matoya was gonna blow herself up if she didn't get her eye back.
Yeah, she could have blown Astos up.
Yeah, taking her eye back by force.
Explains why Astos' castle is in such ruins.
Highspirit's about to get his key, and then I would imagine he'll start checking chests. Quicklit already putting that black shirt to good use against these Medusas. Ooh, Opal Cheerio. Some good defense there. Shore up his white mage really good. Meanwhile, Quicklit's taking on some mummies, or he's running from some mummies.
And Highspirits is going over and trying to check out some of the locked chests in Astos' castle.
These are chests a lot of people skip, but you never know when you might find something good in them when you're flying by.
Hey, a katana. Too bad that nobody has a thief.
If you had a thief, that would be a wicked check. Actually, Space Drake, that top in his order is actually the fighter. It's just got a different sprite look.
Ooh, first ribbon sighting and the adamant for Highspirits.
That's gonna make going to get that tail all the more important right now.
And a flame shield, so not too bad defense for that fighter.
Nope, Quicklit is finding his bridge. Highspirit's gonna turn in his Excalibur. Jeez, the dwarf could have walked down, grabbed that, and made it himself.
And that is probably the quickest Excalibur gain I have seen in this tournament.
Quicklit grabs his crown. He will also probably follow in Highspirit's footsteps, so he will be mighty happy when he finds that adamant, since he has already class changed. Not too much in Corneria. They were pretty cheap this time. See if he decides to go check TOFR chests.
At this point, I'm hoping that Highspirits remembers that the tail's over in Provoca, which it looks like he's going straight to.
Well, with the Excalibur, I mean, you know, that's going to make taking out the Fiends so much easier, so... He's going to go back and finish up his magic while he's there.
Oh,
No!
And he forgets the tail.
We'll see what happens later on in the game. I'm sure he'll remember. Looks like he's going to give Ice Cave a roll.
Well, I do believe Ice Cave is incentivized in this for right now, and nobody has found the Oxyale yet.
Yeah, there's still this place and a waterfall left. So... we're missing the bottle and the rod.
Yep, and there's Highspirits getting his tail.
Meanwhile, Quicklit has made short work of Astos and is probably going to go on to Matoya, where he will find his TNT as well. Even though it's completely useless. Highspirits going to class change ASAP. Looks like Quicklit was looking to see if the red wizards could learn life too, which he cannot, so...
Now let's see if Highspirits will take the chance to search Cardia Isles here, because he did not search the first time he was up here. And he is, and that's going to be a huge time loss, considering there is not a single thing of note inside Cardia Islands.
Yeah, but you don't know that, and as a runner, it's quick chests right back to back, so...
Oh, I stand corrected, there was a black shirt there.
Yeah, it'll be good sweeper spell for him, for his fighter or his white mage, to give her something to do.
Plus that sweet, sweet defense for the black mage. Oh wait,
like quicklit is going to buy some spells for his fighter too, so that's shoring them up. Oh, so he's finishing up his shopping, so he'll be ready. All you gotta do is drink, demon. Then it doesn't matter if it's PG. Highspirit picks up his ribbon. Quickly going to wake up the prince, grab his key, and probably clear out the chests he can clear out. So now we'll see what High decides to do now. He knows there's two incentivized locations to go, so.
He's also geared up pretty well. He could start taking on the volcano.
Looks like he's gonna buy those cheap pro rings he saw earlier. Solid defense against Squint and all those other instant dead attacks, so. I say solid defense because there's always that chance that something can hit through anything. Highspirits is in pretty good shape here. Now it's just a matter of finishing his routing choices and... So I'd say we're looking at about, if TOFR isn't too bad, I'd say an hour 15, an hour 20 seed maybe.
Yes, that's if. That's a big if Temple of Fiends is going to be kind. As we all know, it likes to troll.
That's why I like to call it the Great Equalizer. You don't win till you finish TOFR. You can be 30 minutes ahead. Kraken decides to play nicely with his tentacles. You wipe, that's it. You're behind. And by play nicely, I mean he decides to give you a hug, but he doesn't know his own strength sometimes. Looks like quicklit is going to finish Rob plundering Astos' castle. Sure, Astos won't mind. And gold Cheerios and pro rings for Highspirits. So he's got good armor. He's got some good spells. Gets his identifies items. I'd say you're pretty well in go mode now.
Yeah, the only thing he has to find is the Oxyale, I believe. Oh, and the rod. We are missing the rod.
Well, the bottle of the rod will be in here in Ice Cave, and then the other one's at the waterfall. He's hoping for the bottle in here, so he can route it in and doesn't have to make 2 trips.
And quicklit getting the Adamant, and he'll probably take the quick trip to get the Excalibur here. Or he's just gonna exit out.
It's quicker to exit out and go back in than to walk out. Mummies with some Scorch again, burning their own wrappings. I've taken on a new slogan, jerk birds must die. Anything with wings, dies.
Yes, Grim Reaper, George just wants to pet both of these players. Because he will love him, and hug him, and squeeze him.
Now we have Highspirits trying to make his way through the Ice Cave. We'll see what dangers it holds, but with Harm 4 and some good spells, it should be relatively easy for him now. And quicklit buying his pro rings too, so he'll be well equipped for whatever he decides to do next. Yeah, Edge, I'd say Quick is 4 to 5 minutes behind, but as we all know, no lead is safe in this game. Highspirits going to use the old warp trick in the ice cave to get all 3 chests.
And there's a rod.
So, we know the robot's drinking in the waterfall. We're going to call him Bender from now on. Futurama reference, if anybody does not get that. Looks like Highspirits is skipping the chests with the guarded by frost dragons.
And that does make you wonder, what does bottled fairy taste like?
I'm gonna say motor oil since it's a robot.
Probably. It's a good question that's been around since, what is it? I believe Ocarina of Time.
You know, get some 5W20 in there, you know, lube yourself right up. Looks like Highspirits is gonna check this 6 chests and finds a pro ring, which she's already bought enough of. Ooh, unrunnable frost wolves.
And quicklit getting the EXP fight again.
Yeah, he must be doing... he's in the volcano, so he's probably gonna check the armory, and he might go as far as to clear out Carrie. We'll see what he does.
So far, nothing too bad in the ice cave.
And he nopes out of the other 5 chests. So he missed 7 chests in there, so we'll see if maybe there was something special in there. Now he's gonna do the volcano, but I would say right about now, Highspirits is pretty much in go mode. Has what he needs, has good weapons and armor, knows where his last incentive item is. I would say he's only gonna check the easy chests and then probably boot her.
I agree, he's pretty well stacked with that Excalibur, but he could use another ribbon or two. And I got a ruby sighting.
Well, your Titan's going hungry, folks, because both players have already been there tonight. And there's the game changer. Good weapon for your red mage. Me, I'd probably throw it off the sky tower, so, you know, but that's just me, I'm not Team Vorpal.
It's always nice having a second heavy hitter in the party.
Looks like he's trying to quad X. Ooh, the Grey Worms are unrunnable, which means there's a few trap tiles in here that if you don't dodge, could be dicey. Unless you got Ice 3 and then you freeze them.
And Highspirits getting his ruby.
We'll see if either of these players feels generous to go feed the Titan.
I believe Highspirits already checked the chests over there, but I don't think that quicklit did. So
yeah,
he may
both
or may
players
not
did.
feed the Titan.
Yeah, both players were already there, so I can't see you seeing them go back, but you never know. I've been wrong before. Looks like Quicklit is going to clear out the volcano while he's here, and finds his second ribbon.
Currently, we've got the Ice Ring, Flame Shield, and Pro Rings on the Knights for both players.
So I can only surmise Quicklit is looking for maybe a white shirt. Or the Power Bonk, because he won't have temper.
There's the Bane Sword.
Highspirits is right on his tail. They are actually high-fiving in this dungeon, but Highspirits is still behind. Because Highspirits has not completed the ice cave yet. So he's a bit of dungeon behind.
Ooh, and there's the second ribbon for Highspirits.
So with 2 ribbons, Excalibur, some pro rings. I don't know if I checked too much more. Ooh, Thor's hammer. I think now he's looking for the power bonk and the white shirt, I would say would be what Highspirits would like to see. Yes, social media maker feels me, or makes me feel old. Well, that's good reading by me anyway.
That is one heck of a name.
Yeah, I figured I'd frig it up. Looks like their Agamas are pretty weak. You know, they rolled lower than 300, but I thought we might see a grind, but it looks like Quicklit's just moving on.
No, Agamas aren't really worth too much in these seeds, for right now at least. We might see them as the tournament progresses, though.
Looks like Quicklit is going to check the Red Dragon chest. It's a chest I normally skip, because it's 1 chest, 3 fights. Take your chances if something's not there. Look, we're getting our first look at Carry. Carry 1, that is, so. But with this armor and equipment and levels, shouldn't be a big issue. Throwing out some quad X strats right away.
I'm really liking that green and red carry that we've got on Highspirits' side.
Highspirits fasting. The fighter did 321. I throw it to quad X now. Carry's probably kinda low. Carry tries to fight back, but does a paltry 116. And down goes Carry. And at about the 42-minute marks, folks, we will have our first Orblet. Oh, simultaneously, they lit the orbs about the exact same time.
But Quicklit getting trolled by a random encounter.
Quicklit's now going to go do the Ice Cave, but with the pro rings and everything else, he should make short work of this. Meanwhile, Highspirits looking at level 6, picking up finds out he can't pick up Nuke on his red mages, and is probably pretty disappointed.
And considering we haven't found Fade yet, a couple of Fiends Revisited could be an issue for Highspirits here.
Yeah, he's not going to have any of the high-powered magic spells, because we know Fade is probably going to be 7 or 8, for sure. Looks like he's just gonna go mode the Earth Cave. I mean, right now, the only thing Highspirits needs is the power bonk. If he finds the power bonk, he's as good as gone. Yes, Max, we have seen Ice 3, but not Fire 3, I believe.
No, I believe Highspirits picked up both Fire 3 and Ice 3 at the same level.
Oh, and Highspirits is checking chests. Hoping to run into that power bonk.
I'm fairly surprised that Highspirits didn't go over to check out Air Temple.
He's probably gonna route that in when he's probably gonna route that in at the same time. He's already down south, so he might as well finish out what's down here, right? Instead of going up north and coming down. Finish the Southern Continent, then you don't have to worry. It's a good routing choice by Highspirit to come here first.
And meanwhile, Highspirits getting blocked by every single bat in the Earth Cave.
And for this version, they have taken some of the bats out. But little known fact, I'm not sure, probably a well-known fact, but I'm gonna say it, that the bats actually help you find your way through the cave. If you go to where there's bats, they will take you through the cave, pretty much. So if you're lost, find some bats, then you know you're on your way. Quicklit grabbing his rod.
Hi, Vampire. Everybody say hello.
He green, he's sick.
Goodbye,
Now
Vampire.
he dead. And he had a flame sword, hiding his weakness away from people. And oh, Quicklit finds the Mazmoon in a chest Highspirits skipped. Behind those frost dragons. So Highspirits will not find Mazmoon in this game.
No, but I think he's in pretty good shape without it.
Well, he's got purple on next Cal, so he's got his choices. I believe the Mazmoon is the best sword in the game, but that's open to interpretation by some.
The big question is going to be whether or not he can find the power bomb.
Looks like the wizards are chilling them out a little bit here. But with life 2, it's no big deal.
It's just Earth Cave.
Yeah, those scary wizards. I see we have our Vorpal Panther in chat. People saying they like it, people saying they don't. And we're gonna get our look at Carrie. He'll probably last as long as the wizard did, if not less.
Poor Lich. All he wanted was a hug.
All he did was tickle the whiskers on the fighter's chin, then he's gone. Now Highspirits is going to head north. Looks like he's going to do his waterfall first. Stop the robot from drinking. Ooh, our bones with a little bit of ice action. Looks like the bones are giving Quicklit the business here.
And that is an encounter that Highspirits did not see them use too many of their dangerous spells for.
No, that was pretty much only seen by Quicklit, but we'll see them again. So we get our first look at the waterfall soon. We'll see if we get to see OOB, out of bounds bat. Quicklit is going to check the chests that Highspirits miss, so if the power bonk is in one of these chests, that could be bad for Highspirits. Highspirits heading through the waterfall. Not too much to stop him now. With his levels and equipment, he should be able to make it through the end game pretty good.
We'll see, though, because after all, it only takes one crack, and then you're dead.
Yeah, this lead is only as good as one wipe and TO. This lead is only good for one wipe and TOFR. No refunds given. Quickly heading to Crescent Lake. I can only say to see if he can buy his nuke, which he can, because he does have a black mage. Quicklit is going to visit the Earth Cave now.
I have to say, those wizard mummies have a huge amount of HP, taking over 800 HP and damage, and still living.
Wow, I've never seen them. They must have rolled maximum. Highspirits getting a sun sword and a bottle, stealing the robot's drink.
Too bad there's not much else there.
So now he's gonna make the trek back to get his Oxy Ale, so I have a feeling he'll route in his chime and do the ice castle. Or the sky castle.
So this should be interesting, because we're down to pretty much 3 locations. Either the Water Temple, Tower of Mirage, and the Air Temple, or Marsh Cave, for where Power Bomb could possibly be.
Well, we ain't gonna see Marsh Cave, so if it's there, no one's getting it. NST, I would say Highspirits is in the lead right now, but anything can change. You're not safe till Chaos is in the recycle bin. Quickly checking the chests as he makes his way through the Earth Cave.
So far, Highspirits has a lead with 2 crystals to Quicklit's 1, but Quicklit has the Masamune.
Right now, Quicklit is about half a dungeon behind. And a waterfall, so maybe a full dungeon, we'll say.
Yes, that Black Mage with Temper is going to be huge for the 4 Fiends refights.
Yeah, well, you'll have to pick which fight he wants to use it on, because he's not going to get many shots of it. I'd say 2 at most with these flags, with the way the levels go. Nope, Quick has not been to the waterfall yet, but he'll be there. Highspirits got his chime, and one could only think he will visit the Mirage Tower, which he is.
Now let's see how many chests Highspirits actually will search in this. Because the lower level has pretty much good amount of chests, but the upper portions pretty spread out and could cost him some time.
I'd say he's going to check this room, then he's going to just check the ones that are on the way. Although with warp so early, you could probably check the upper floor. There's a lot of chests there, you can just get there quick and warp out, so he might decide to check them if he really wants his power ball.
And Highspirits getting into the Catman fight, which is ironically different from the Man-Cats, which you can also encounter here.
Quicklit is almost at Lich. He'll make short work of that and light his second orb. We'll see if Highspirits decides to check the greater than less than room.
Yep, Crowley, Highspirits is just getting into Mirage Tower. He's currently finished Earth Cave and Volcano.
Because I think there is a issue with the tracker that the orbs don't correspond to the right one, so I'm sure our tracker will have that figured out shortly. And there's our tracker there, saying that's been fixed.
And Chimera's being the unrunnable encounter.
And while we have a break,
pretty weak.
While we have a break in the action, we might as well would like to thank speedgaming.org for hosting our tournament, as well as these runners for putting on a terrific show for you, and our tracker, and our announcers. Feel free to give these guys a follow. I'm sure they'll always be streaming good content, and you might get to know them a little bit. While Quicklit hits up the waterfall now, probably going to send the robot to AA by taking his drink. Well, Highspirits is fighting the jerkbirds and mummies encounter, which is good experience, so if you still need level, it's not a bad fight to take.
Good experience, but they do soak a lot of HP.
He is going
and
to
a ship.
And we got a ship in a box. That's got to be a big box, or it's one of those, you know, if anybody watches Dragon Ball, one of those capsule corporation things where you click it and throw it out.
I'm thinking it's a ship in a bottle at this point.
Have a nice sword.
And so far, no power bonk for Highspirits.
Meanwhile, Quicklit is about to grab his bottle, which you'll probably have to wrestle from the robot's grasp. Meanwhile, the Grey Dragon, or Blue Dragon, whatever you would like to call it, is runnable, so... Quicklit is out of the waterfall, and one can only assume he'll follow the same route as Highspirits at the moment.
And I have to say, the change from run to wait for telling you which encounters are runnable is an absolute lifesaver for this randomizer.
Yeah, or else you'd have to fight everything. Yes, Fourth Queen Highspirits skipped that chest, so he will not have the Masmoon. Quicklit did get it, though. And there's Temper level 7, so... Quicklit might have a few charges, but...
Highspirits picking up the Aegis shield, which is a nice upgrade for his defense.
Best shield in the game for your fighter. Meanwhile, Quicklet's stocking up on some provisions. Here in Gaia, on his way to get his Oxy Ale. Looks like Highspirit is going to use the warp trick and check all these chests. He really wants that power bonk.
Ooh, third ribbon has been found.
So that's a good find. We'll see if Quicklit decides to employ the same strategy when he hits the air castle. So far, this has been a pretty quick seed.
I'm not sure if Quicklit will go for too many of these chests either. They do have a ton of warp spells, but Quicklit could go and just beeline straight through Mirage Tower.
Well, he does have someone who can use Temper, so he might be thinking the power bonk is not as important. Plus with
Absolutely.
the Masmoon.
Though the white shirt would be really helpful.
Power bonk and white shirt. Highspirits finds those, it's total go. Okay, folks, how many Warmechs do you want to see? Get out your Warmech RNGs. I'd like to see them to be unrunnable. Give these runners a little bit of trouble.
Let's get some Bless RNGs in chat. That's the only way to summon them.
Oh, there'll be plenty of nachos. Quicklit is, did he skip those chests on the first floor?
He did.
He must figure he's behind, so he's probably just go-moding it. With 2 ribbons, the Mesmun, fast, temper. Yeah, I could see him pretty much trying to put the rush on. Meanwhile, Highspirits is in the tangle with a Mudgull and some Sorcerers. It's a very hard pack to run from, even if you actually have a Thief or someone like that. I find those Sorcerers are probably the hardest things to run from in the game. And Highspirits is level 18, so he might feel safe with 3 ribbons and these levels to actually make the dive right away.
And we have a Warmech sighting, all.
But he's runnable, and pulls out some ice too. So that's one spell we know that the 4 Fiends Revisited will not have, as Warmech does share his spell pool with the 4 Fiends in TOFR. So a little bit of information for Highspirits. Nothing important, but not a little bit of knowledge. And there's the nachos. Anybody got any salsa?
And it looks like airs are going to be runnable.
Actually, in the vanilla game, airs are the only elemental that is runnable. Waters, fires, and earths are not. And we're going to get our first look at Tiamat here. Shouldn't take too long. Is he going to employ Brat Strats? No, he's just going to fast up his fighter and hack away. Meanwhile, Quicklit taking a good experience fight. The more Wiz Mummies in a battle, the better the experience.
Let's see if Highspirits can get that Bane Strats off.
And no, Tiamat's not having any smoke tonight. But Quad X should finish him. Looks like Tiamat rolled on the beefy side of the HP pool this time. Well, hello, Ognek. Welcome to this Randomania stream, and how are you doing tonight in Germany? Meanwhile, Highspirits is checking out the sea, and he can buy Temper for his red mages. Now, at level 7, unless he plans on grinding, I can't really see him having a charge, but it doesn't hurt to have, just in case. TOFR is bad and you have to grind, well, it gives you options. Plus, he is going down without Power Bomb, folks, so really he only has fast.
Well, he still has the chests on the way down to Kraken that he will probably check.
Oh, that's right, he hasn't done the Sea Shrine yet. I thought that was his 4th orb. My bad. And we have the white shirt in a chest Highspirits skipped. So it looks like there'll be no white shirt for Highspirits. This is a good pickup for Quicklit. Allow him to get some good defense up, some good evasion. Plus good armor for his white mage.
These men are just okay.
Highspirits is now going to head to Kraken. See if Kraken will reach out and touch somebody with 8 tentacles. Cure for and Wall at level 7. But with 3 ribbons, Wall isn't exactly a big issue at the moment. As long as you have 1 cast, there's only 1 guy you'd have to cover. Looks like Joker's ladies won't get a visit tonight. But Quicklit will find his ribbon as he's on his way up to the room. Ooh, lobsters with damage poison. But with 3 ribbons, it's not too bad. Except for one red mage, wizard, who took it on the chest.
Yeah, but that's okay. Both players have a ton of cast for life too, so shouldn't be any trouble.
Well, if they keep pulling it out, it might not. Oh, Highspirit resets.
I stand corrected.
That is going to be dangerous on Kraken's floor in TOFR. But for every wipe, Quicklit gets closer and closer. Yes, folks, once again, get out your Warmack RNGs, because Quicklit is about to hit the Bridge of Destiny. The only thing lobsters are good for, like I said, is eating. That is it.
Meanwhile, Highspirits opting to not check out the mermaids, which I can't blame them on.
Well, you got 3 ribbons. I mean, you're looking for the power bomb. It's a lot of chests, but they're pretty spread out. So, but with warp, it would only maybe take them maybe 2.5, 3 minutes to check them all. So we'll see if this is going to cost them in the long run. Now, lobsters are usually the friendly enemy. They never have anything bad. This announcer says as they poison and hit you for 400 damage. And we have another Warmack. Looks like Quicklit's gonna take him out though. Dismantle that machine. Or he's just putting up some defenses and then getting out of there. Looks like Highspirits isn't sure of his levels, so he's taking some easy fights on the way down. Another hated enemy, the ghosts. They usually hit pretty hard as well. Well, it looks like Highspirits is going without a power bonk, unless he decides to look other places.
Well, we are down to 2 locations, and that would be Marsh Cave, which I do not expect either runner to want to go into, and mermaids.
Highspirits with a 6 lobster encounter. He's probably pretty worried there. Lobsters show up pretty frequent on this floor, and they don't mess around.
No, Cheesecake, thank you for showing up. It's the viewers that make this event a lot of fun.
Yeah, we just do our best not to mess up, that's all. And don't forget our tracker, Woat. You know, he's behind the scenes, but he's doing his job. Tracker's lit up pretty well. Did Quicklit poison smoke Tiamat? I didn't see that.
Yes, he did. And he's just edging closer and closer to Highspirit's lead.
Yeah, he's only maybe a minute, 2 minutes behind, depending if he go modes this or if he decides to check a few chests. Now we're gonna see Kraken. Should be okay. He's normally pretty docile in this form, but you never know. Tossing out some slow, trying to gain an advantage. Meanwhile, he's riding the lightning.
And a 613 HP crit from Highspirits fighter finishes off Kraken.
He now has all 4 orbs lit, and he reset. And quicklit now just finding out that the lobsters are nothing to mess with. As they are poisoning him mercilessly. Looks like Highspirits is heading to an area. He's probably going to stock up on some provisions and head on in. And on quicklet's side, we have the unrunnable Wizard Sahag, Red Sahag. This fight is always unrunnable. And with the unrunnable shuffle, it shuffles around the unrunnable enemies. But due to the fact that each fight has an A side and a B side, the B side, or the A side to this fight is the pirates, which they can't turn off the unrunnable flag because they're a boss, so that makes these Wizard Sahags always unrunnable. Looks like Highspirits is going to do a little shopping on his fighter before he goes in. Make sure he's good to go on spells and everything else.
Can't blame him with those cheap and biz 2s.
Especially since he doesn't have the white shirt. Meanwhile, quicklit is go-moding Kraken here, so he's right on the heels. And it looks at about the 1 hour, 11 minute mark exactly. We have our first runner in TOFR. He's going to check the chests first to see if he missed anything, hoping for that power bonk.
Once again, can't blame him.
Once again, quicklit having some bad RNG with the enemies, getting that unrunnable encounter again.
At least they rolled pretty low HP though, so he's making quick work of them.
Yeah, with a couple of Castle Lightning 3 and the white shirt. Trap tile gargoyles.
And no power bonk found. Womp womp womp.
Unless he gets validated. There is those 2 validation chests. Looks like he's going to take some fights on the way down. With no power bonk, he's probably looking to get a couple more levels for his fighter. Maybe get an extra swing on that Excalibur.
Well, looks like he picked a good fight to do it on. They're both pretty low HP again.
Yeah, and worms are one of the best experienced enemies in the games, along with the gas dragons.
Speaking of which,
they're green dragons in this game. I guess they're green dragons. I always used to call them gas dragons, because in vanilla they had poison, right?
Well, Highspirits as a Dragon Warrior 1 randomizer runner, he's absolutely got to fight every single green dragon that he comes across.
Ooh, quicklet's on life support and gets away. But it's his fighter standing, so he's got no life too. He's gonna have to go mode this. This could be a costly wipe.
And we only saw 2 attacks from Kraken on Highspirits' side, so we do not know what he has, aside from slow.
So we'll see, with no fast, no temper, no power bonk, ooh, oh, and more lobsters. What a way to go. We'll see if the Phantom is... it's pretty good, but he can get away. And no validation for Highspirits. Meanwhile, quicklit is still being ambushed by these lobsters. He's gonna try a different strategy now. Hit them with Thor's hammer. Make them ride the lightning. Ooh, and the lobsters have rolled very low HP. 40-some to kill them. Meanwhile, Highspirits taking out some zombie dragons. Another good experience fight. With harm 4 in such an accessible amount, it's not really a bad fight to take.
And here we go with quicklit on Kraken. Ooh, and
I
Kraken
expect he'll be able to get by, unless Kraken reaches out and touches him. Maz Moonhype, sir. Maz Moonhype.
Ooh, and Kraken went fast. But quicklit makes short work of him.
Meanwhile, Highspirits is on the Earth Floor, making his way towards Lich 2. Running into some Earths, so we're runnable in this game. As Quicklit lights his final orb too, so safe to assume he will be heading for TOFR as soon as possible. Meanwhile, we're going to get a look at Lich 2. Oh, and he's choosing not to heal completely. This could be a bad play if Lich pulls out Nuclear on the first shot. But they won't get a chance. Oh, maybe he... Ooh.
Very close, but nope. He, HS makes quick work of him.
Yeah, all those harm 4s. But the 3 gatekeepers are yet to come, so we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Quicklit is making his way... Ooh, unrunnable fires. But with the black shirt and some ice 3s, shouldn't be much of an issue. And Quicklit's going right in. At just 6 minutes behind Highspirits. So, folks, this is down to a wipe away. These gatekeepers have anything nasty, this could be interesting. No, Selenech, it looks like he's planning to keep that Mazmun on the fighter. Highspirits about to engage Carry 2. See what happens here. With no power bonk or temper, it might be a longer fight than expected, but we'll see.
And there goes the switch of Excalibur and Masamune.
Ooh, looks like Carry rolled a little bit low absorb. I think the fighter is going to make the end of it on this shot right here. Carry fast herself, but it doesn't matter.
Meanwhile, Quicklit on the Phantom, and runs away from the Phantom.
Now we'll see what kind of encounter table this water floor has, because this has slowed down many a runners.
Luckily, there wasn't too many bad enemies in the water floor, just the lobsters. But HS getting that luck.
Alright, let's see if Kraken's gonna split wigs. Ooh, no temper charges on his white, on his red mages. And putting up the shield, but
looks like really high absorb for Kraken too.
Yeah. You only hit him with a lightning 2 though, so.
I believe I saw his fighter hit him for 24 damage.
Yep, but now he's fasted, so. That's better. Ooh, Kraken taking a swipe. Looks like Highspirits is trying to fry us up some octopus tentacles. Pulling out the quad extracts.
And it works.
Down goes Kraken. Highspirits now on the Tiamat. We'll see if we haven't seen anything bad yet. No nuclears, no nukes, so you know. Tiamat could have one.
4 party members alive. This is something that you rarely see this far into TFOR.
Yeah, Kraken normally reaches out and touches somebody. Highspirits putting up more shields. Tiamat taking a good shot at the red mage. Tiamat has some good armor, it looks like.
And down goes the red mage.
Ah, life tool. Quickly bring that guy back. Fighter not hitting very hard though. If Tiamat has anything special, pulls out the nuclear.
Nothing so far.
I believe there was 2 ribbons in the volcano.
I think one was in Volcano, one was in Sky, and the last one was either in Waterfall, or it was in, I think, somewhere in Volcano as well.
Looks like Tiamat is hanging on here. You know, he's putting up a good fight, but... Tiamat just swinging. That's not going to get him very far. Meanwhile, Quicklit's finding the unrunnable fires.
And down goes Tiamat to Quad X.
Quad X for the win. Here we go. We get our first look at Chaos. Almost. Meanwhile, Quicklit is making his way through the fire floor and finding 4 unrunnable Grey Worms. That encounter's gonna slow him down.
Yeah, I believe when Highspirits went through for this encounter, he only got 2.
And here we go, folks. Kraken is engaged.
And we have the incredible Chaos showing up here in his full fleshy green color.
And Highspirit's gonna put up some invises, protect himself from Chaos's touch. Chaos sitting at a fire 3. Highspirit's getting his party all buffed up, ready to go. Looks like there's not much more to do now but attack. Got all his shields, got all the buff he can get.
Yeah, this seed has been pretty fast so far.
Well, we'll see. Looks like Chaos has rolled some pretty good absorb here. And if he has a lot of hit points, could be dicey. There's a second fire 3. Going for some Bane strats.
All 30 HP of damage from the fighter, and it looks like Chaos has Inferno.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long fight, and if Chaos happens to have Cure 4 in his spell list, because we haven't seen it yet, this could spell trouble for Highspirits. Meanwhile, Quicklit... Ooh, now it's just hold A to win, and he's barely hitting. Looks like Quicklit is on the water floor. Now it's just down to the fighter and Chaos.
And that's a wipe.
And double nuke. And now Quicklit has taken the lead. Quicklit is now going to attempt Kraken. Hopefully, we haven't seen nothing bad out of Kraken on Highspirits side. Let's see if Kraken decides to pull something out of the woodwork. because there is still nuclears and nukes available. Kraken fighting back with a little bit of lightning. Quicklit looking for stuff to do on his red mage, but he's got no charges of that wall either, so this could be bad.
And down goes the black mage.
Kraken reaching out and touching somebody.
And not low enough for quad X either.
But the fighter comes out swinging and rips the tentacles clean off of him. So Quicklit is on to Tiamat.
Nope, neither of the red mages have temper for Highspirits, and I don't think that Quicklit ever got temper for his.
Yeah, he got it for his black mage, but his black mage still has no charges of it, so there's no temper, no power bomb. So they're basically going on fast, and Chaos has some really high absorb.
Looks like Highspirits is opting to grind here.
Not a bad idea, probably looking for you'd have to grind in good ways to get a temper charge or two. I do believe the red mages wouldn't learn that till 24, 25? Someone in chat can correct me if I'm wrong.
Now, Highspirits also didn't pick up the heal helm, which Quicklit has, so he does have healing and he's got the white shirt.
Looks like Quicklit is taking on Tiamat and doing pretty well. Everybody's upright on this side of the grass. Down goes Tiamat. Now, will Quicklit get better RNG with Chaos, or will he get the same double nuke?
And we still haven't seen nuclear either, so Chaos could pull that out.
Yep. And there's still another nuke, too. But I figured Lich or Carry had to have one, we just never actually got to see it. Quicklit making some last minute preparations for his fight. We'll see how he goes. Gonna put up buffs right away, make sure he is well protected. There's the first Fire 3 out of Chaos' spell set, so we know there's another Fire 3. Then he drops the hammer. There is the second Fire 3, folks. So right now we know the next spell in Chaos' arsenal is Nuke.
But Quicklit does have Nuke, so he can deal some more damage with that Black Mage.
Plus with the Masmon and Vorpal's crits. Oh, and there's the nuke.
Unless his entire party goes down from a nuke.
That's some high rolls. Quicklit is in serious trouble now.
Meanwhile, HS is still grinding on worms, but it looks like he's climbing now.
And there's the second nuke. So that's one wipe apiece. Looks like Quicklit is employing the same strategy, going to grind a little bit, take a walk around the floor.
Well, at least the good thing is that Chaos is living up to it being a true final boss.
Pretty sure someone was saying that this TOFR was pretty easy in chat earlier. You want to eat those words now or later?
Yeah, Tristal, man, I don't know how you did it.
Nuke is 3 and 4. Goes fire 2, nuke, nuke. Either way, it's still pretty dangerous. But the only special skill we've seen, I think, is Cyclone so far. And also, with Chaos rolling such high absorb, weapons really ain't doing a lot, and with no power bonk, no temper. I think it's just gonna come down to RNG.
Now, Highspirits did take the time to get a couple more levels in and grinding, so that may help him out here.
Well, I think he's looking for some temper charges on his red mages, now that he knows that Chaos has got such high absorb. And even if these green dragons have tier 4, I'm pretty sure the Fiends or Chaos can still have it, because I think it's only shuffled in between Chaos and the 4 Fiends.
It would be hilarious, too, if Lich ended up having nuclear, and he ends up casting it on somebody right when they get to him.
Oh, it can happen. Believe me, it can happen. Well, folks, once again, while we have a lull in the action, where both guys are grinding to get levels, remember to give Speed Gaming a follow, as well as the commentaries and runners. And we'd like to send another shout out to Speed Gaming for allowing us to use their channels to broadcast this great tournament.
And as always, we'd like to thank Wout for doing our tracking today, and also you viewers for tuning in, watching this race, and making this tournament a success.
Because it would pretty much be just 20 guys watching each other if it wasn't for you guys. With that double nuke, I don't know if Temper or Tier 4 is even going to help. You might see someone actually dip out and go visit the mermaids. Hope for that power bonk.
I'd say we'd see a mermaid play if there's another wipe here. Quicklit ended up checking Sky Castle and ended up finding the white shirt there. However, Highspirits didn't and missed out on that.
And Highspirits also missed out on the Mazmoon because it was behind the Frost Drake Lock chests in Ice Cave, and he did not go check that. But it looks like boat runners are trying it again.
So far, TFOR has not been bad, aside from Chaos. Quicklit's still grinding.
Sorry about that, I had to step away from comms for a moment. Did I miss anything good?
Nothing so far. Highspirits is finally making the dive, while Quicklit is still grinding up.
That's pretty funny. I actually hit the voice command on my phone while I was commentating, and now my phone's got a big list of what I was just saying.
And here we go with Lich 2 once again.
We'll see if Lich 2 has anything bad this time. We didn't get to see the first time. And we probably won't get to see it the second time either. Just a stun. Looks like Quicklit is still grinding, so... Yeah, there is 2 more races tonight, folks, so make sure you, they're both on the Randomania channel. Make sure you give them a check, too, because there's going to be some great commentary as well as some good matches going on.
I believe the next one is at 8 o'clock, and but I think that one was scrapped. And there's one at 11 o'clock tonight.
11 p.m. Eastern on Randomania. Quicklit is continuing to grind, so his fighter can now survive a double nuke with that HP pool, so that might be what he's going for.
But we do have Will Squared, I believe is commentating the 11 o'clock race tonight, so it's going to be a good one to watch.
I may have to stay up a little bit later to watch that. That is correct, Wolf. The 11 p.m. Eastern is important because it's between Silverfire and another guy, and who it's something to do with the brackets for the play-in. Salty Fry versus Silverfire. And that is also correct, Terralyn. Tomorrow night on Speed Gaming, there is another race for Week 5, which we have an all-female commentary.
Ooh,
so make sure
Terry
to tune
had
into that.
cracked.
Ooh, not big though with the ribbons and pro rings. Crack ain't really a major problem. Makes me wonder if Highspirits will switch the Vorpal over to his fighter, knowing that Chaos has such high absorb. Yes, of course, Crack is available to go through ribbons. I have had it happen.
But in this case, Crack does not kill.
Crack is whack, kids. Crack is whack. Looks like someone peed on those waters. Don't pee in the pool, kids. No, if you want to explain now, Grim, you know, type it out little by little. I'm sure we'll read it. Now we see Kraken too. Let's see if he has anything dangerous.
Yeah, he's just got the touchy-feelies, and down goes Red Mage with a 621 HP shot.
9 hits. It makes me wonder where he pulled the extra tentacle out from. Don't answer that question, folks. Make short work of Kraken on the Tiamat. And Quicklit's making his second dive. Space Drake. Does A-Fire actually decrease nuke damage? I could not tell you about that, but I'm pretty sure nuke is non-elemental, so Ribbons, dragon armor, any anti-fires, walls, none of it does any good. You're getting nuked, you're getting nuked. Here we are, Highspirits fighting Tiamat 2, trying to poison Smoke. It's not gonna work. And the red mage takes a little bit of a whop, but he wasn't healed, so he went down.
He better not lose that white wizard, or else he's gonna be in some serious trouble.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to save resources for Chaos, so he's trying to take this guy out the cheap way. But Tiamat's having none of it at the moment. The longer this fight drags on, the more chance he can go through his spell list, and we could find the nuclear, folks.
Meanwhile, Quicklit making his way up to the earth floor. And down goes Tiamat 2.
And here we go again, folks. Will he get better RNG this time? Will Chaos use more attacks than spells? Or is Chaos spell heavy? And, well, this could be in for a long one.
Or if he does get the Bane strats off, it could be a one-round thing. It does have that 1% chance of working on Chaos.
Yeah, well, I don't think I'd rely on it too much. Meanwhile, Quicklit is taking on Nuke 2. He's taking on Lich 2. I got Nuke on the brain now.
Now the good question is, did they ever fix Chaos being able to run from you?
You know, I always wanted to see if you could fear him away. I think one of these seeds I practice, I'll get fear and I'll see if he can actually be feared. Meanwhile, Chaos has lit off one Fire 3, so...
And HS does have a ton of healing available to him. So
yeah,
he is in good shape.
Better keep his players high because... There's the second Fire 3.
190 HP roll on that red wizard. Wow!
The next spell coming up, folks, is the good old nuclear. And here we go. Down goes one. Ooh, and the white mage barely survived. But there is another one coming.
He can cast life here too.
Cure 4ing his white wizard. Good plan.
Good plan.
Ooh, Chaos decides to attack. That gives him a round to heal, so he could possibly get his red mage back up to snuff.
HS could pull this off here too. 2 attacks in a row.
Ooh, but that fighter's not hitting very hard. And we know the nuke is coming.
He still has to go through Lit 3. 3 attacks in a row. What RNG?
There's the Lit 2. And the fighter is barely hitting, but the Vorpal's doing some work.
Now he does have to cast life too, though, if his white wizard survives.
Uh-oh, and a low roll on the red mage, but high on the fighter.
But he wins! He pulls it off anyway!
GG to Highspirits. Get your GGs out, folks. Quicklit is about to take on Kraken 2. Looks like Highspirits will advance to the play-in race. Ooh, and Kraken just 10 hits. Grabbing those extra tentacles from somewhere, folks.
And we've got Highspirits in the wing, ready to be pulled in. Congratulations on your win, Highspirits.
Thank you very much.
How'd you like that double nuclear?
The first time caught me by surprise. The second time he spread them out enough that I was able to heal up and survive taking a hit.
Yeah, so, explain the start of the seed there. I know it started off a little rough.
Yeah, things weren't nice, that's all. I really regret not having a black mage, that's for sure. No, I felt like I was way behind at the beginning because of the deaths and the way things were going, so... And then the death to Chaos really made me feel like I was behind. But I guess I really wasn't, huh?
Oh,
no,
you were very
actually,
close.
You were wire to wire in the lead until that wipe, your first wipe. When you first wiped in TOFR, Quicklit was just taking on Kraken too. But unfortunately, he also wiped at Chaos.
Yeah, that double nuke was not fun. I decided to grind for a while, and I'm like, where do I go? Do I go to like 24? Do I try to get temper charges? At 24, I'm like, I've been here too long. I'm just gonna go and try it again. Because if I don't go now, I'm not gonna win no matter what.
It was actually a good call because Quicklit is currently on Tiamat 2.
Quicklit chose to grind as well. You both chose to grind to get extra levels. But Quick does have a black mage.
Yeah, having the charges of nuke probably made things easier. And he probably had much easier time getting temper than I did, because I never did.
Plus, he found the Mazmoon.
Where was the Mazamoon hiding?
In the Frost Dragon guarded chests in Ice Cave.
Figures. The one time I decided not to go there. That's fine, I had Excalibur. Excalibur, for the most part, did me fine. I mean, I was almost in go mode when I got the ribbon and adamant at the same time, but I kept trying to search chests because I'm like, okay, I haven't found temper, I haven't found power gauntlet. I need some way to deal damage, and even at the end, I still didn't have a way to deal damage. I somehow pulled it out.
Yeah, Quicklit did not find a power bonk as well, so maybe the ladies of the evening might have had it. But Quicklit is about to take his second shot at Chaos here.
Quicklit also ended up finding the white shirt in the Sky Castle in one of those sets of chests that you didn't check out.
Probably left side floor too, huh? Because I'm like, I'm just gonna pick up the ones on the right side because there's more chests there, and that's why I went to that side.
Well, let's see if Quicklit gets the same RNG you did with the attacks. Oh, Chaos pulls a skill out first, Inferno.
But thankfully he didn't use Inferno on me the second time. I was preparing for it. I'm like, I had all of these heal 3s ready. I'm like, if he pulls out Inferno, I'm gonna be ready for it for the nukes, so I'm healed up for the nukes. But he never did it.
And then he had 3 attacks in a row between nukes.
Yeah, that's what saved me. Is I was able to heal up and survive the next nuke, so I can keep dealing damage and healing.
Well, there's Chaos's first fire 3, so Quicklet's putting up his defenses now. He's got a few charges of temper on his fighter with the Mazmoon, so he should do some good damage. Yeah, 5 hits, 300. What you think about Chaos's Absorb?
It was pretty nasty, but I didn't expect any worse. Like, that was probably the damage I was expecting to do, considering I had a Excalibur with no buffs. So I pretty much, you know, did the damage I was expecting to do to him.
There's the first nuke, and all 4 characters have survived it.
I do have to ask, too, how did you like that 8-minute floater?
It's always nice getting an early floater.
GG to Quicklit.
GG.
Highspirits finished in an official SRL time of 1 hour, 43 minutes, 55 seconds, followed by Quicklit at a yellow on a white screen I can't read.
Looks like 149 flat.
Because if the colors are too close together, I can't distinguish them. Well,
Yeah.
see if we can
149 flat is looking like it.
get quicklit in here for an interview as well. Have these two runners talk to each other and explain how bad this seed really was. So, what are you thinking, Highspirits? Rolling on to the plane race now.
Well, I reached my expectation. I mean, I'm still kind of new to the Final Fantasy Randomizer. I'm a Dragon Warrior guy, and I just decided, hey, I want to pick up a new one. And I love Final Fantasy 1, so I picked it up and did some practice a little bit before the tournament. And, you know, my goal was to go at least 3-2 and make the brackets, because I feel like I'm strong enough to at least get in through the play-in race. And then after that, just throw it in the wind and see what happens.
All right, on. And is Quicklit gonna join us, or?
Haven't heard from him yet.
I am not in the MIRC channel, so I don't know if there's anything going on in there. No, this was a very good show tonight, put on by our runners, folks. Don't forget to give them a follow, as well as Speed Gaming. So, what do you have? Any final thoughts on that seed there, Highspirits?
I didn't think it was too hard of a seed. I just think the chaos was rough for what I was able to find. You know, and of course, a double nuke chaos is always going to ruin any seed. Other than that, you know, some deaths at the beginning. After that, I didn't feel like I had too many problems with it.
And it seemed like all of the random encounters on Temple of Fiends weren't that bad.
Yeah, it was, especially if you did it from power on, and there was only like 2 unrunnables and the water floor, which scared me at first because like all of the poison lobsters going through the water temple. I'm like, oh no, I hope I'm at the good part of the RNG cycle when I run through the water section, and thankfully I was, because there's no lobsters.
All right, we got Quicklit coming in here for an interview.
GG, quick.
Good game.
What did you think about that seed, buddy? The double nuke.
Yeah, it seemed relatively tame until the very, very end.
Yeah, it sounds like both of us went there like really early. Like I think I was there like at 115 to 120 range, and then like after I got double nuked, I'm like, okay, grind, because I was level 20 I think when I got there.
Yeah, I think I was 19 maybe. Well, no, I was around 20 I guess when I went in.
Yeah, Highspirits, you entered at about the 110 mark, and Quicklit, you entered about 116. So you're only 6 minutes apart going in.
Seems like we grinded about the same amount of time then, because that's about where we ended.
Yeah, I grinded to 24, and I didn't have any black mages, so I was like, do I get temper or do I stop at 24? Because I'm like, I'm just gonna go at 24, because if I figured if I didn't go now, I probably was not gonna have a chance of winning. So.
Yeah, if I don't know, maybe if Chaos had had more health, I might have won still. Was it close for you?
Oh yeah, I squeaked by. I
was crushing him at the end. Like he didn't stand a chance by the time I got to him the second time.
Yeah, he had a low amount of health. That helped me out a lot, because I did like 100 damage, 15 damage, 90 damage, and then I hit him for like 255 with like just my one red mage and my fighter alive, and both at like in critical health.
Yeah, I was hitting him for like 700. I had double temper and fast on my fighter with Masmoon, so.
Yeah,
So
I got Excalibur, so I didn't have that.
there was some debate in chat about why you did not switch your Vorpal to your fighter high.
I was banking off of the Excalibur. I'm not a firm believer in Vorpal. Sorry, I'm not team Game Changer. If I have Excalibur or Masamune, unless his absorb was really insane, I wasn't gonna switch, because I knew going into the fight I was only gonna be hitting him for about 100, and that seemed like that was the case most of the time.
Well, right on. Any final thoughts there, quick, or anything you'd like to say?
I only realized about halfway through my first dive into Topher that I had no charges of Cure 4 or Temper, and that really made me sad. And I think maybe if I had them, I just needed my White Mage to be able to survive one charge of Nuke, and then if I could have got, and then like one Temper on my Knight, I think I probably could have killed him on my first attempt, but oh well.
Yeah, after doing the grind, I had several charges of Cure 4, and that's what saved me, because I was able to heal up after the first, because he was nice, because the second time I fought him, he nuked me, and then he did 3 attacks and then nuked, so I had time to heal up before I had to suffer taking another nuke from him.
Oh, I never saw the second nuke, my second attempt.
Oh, he has 2 nukes back to back.
Oh no, he did that to me my first attempt.
Oh, okay.
My second attempt, like I said, I was doing like 700 damage a swing.
Yeah, you obliterated him. But thanks for the race, man. And we've raced a bunch in the mornings, and it seems like we always like back and forth who's going to win this. So I figured it was going to be fairly close.
Yeah, I'm not. Honestly, I don't think there's much chance that I would have been able to do the big race anyway, just because my work schedule isn't real conducive to weekends. So this probably would have been my last race regardless. So I'm not too upset that I lost. Good luck in the next round.
Thank you.
Well, I guess we can wrap this up then, and GG to both of yous, and good luck in the next round, Highspirits. I'll be racing against you, so I'm kind of wishing you bad luck, but no.
Hey, there's plenty of room for both of us to win.
I'd wish you bad luck, but you're just too darn nice, I guess.
And adorable.
Absolutely.
All right, folks, that's going to wrap this up. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to follow all these great people, as well as our folks at Speed Gaming. And I hope you guys have a wonderful evening.
And be sure to tune in at 11 o'clock on Randomania. We will have our next Final Fantasy 1 randomizer race, then commentated by the Willuminati. So GG, and hopefully you guys have a great day.